Hello and welcome to What's Up Universe for Friday, August the 18th. We have so much going on in the cosmos and so much that is directing us to really come into honoring who we are as the spiritual beings having the human experience. A lot of healing going on, a lot of amplification of purpose going on. There's some high current vibrational portals that are open that are really encouraging us to follow the deeper call inside of us. And so all kinds of things going on for us energetically and otherwise. So, here we are. I mean, we've got 6 planets in retrograde, all doing their thing with us. And of course, we look at predominantly at a couple of those influences here. Of course, Neptune continuing to clear away everything that's not needed in our life, maybe causing us to overlook or overlook some things, or anywhere we've been overlooking some things, really bringing that back into focus for us. So again, we are, it's very, very powerful energy. There's a lot going on mentally, emotionally, even physically for us as we evolve and as we dive deeper into the expression of that spiritual being having the human experience. So so much going up and encouraging us to really positively take action, to move forward, to release and let go and direct our thoughts, our energy, and our conviction, so to speak, towards what is the deep desires of our life in helping to work in creation and cooperation with the universal forces to help us be the change we want to see in the world. So we have, of course, this beautiful energy. I mean, we came through that Leo new moon. Of course, it really had us focusing on anything that was, if we're not living up to our values, if we're not loving ourselves, if we haven't been, really flowing in terms of consideration of more of a soul-directed purpose, so much being cleansed and so much coming out, which again, really kind of moving us out of some of the sluggish energy that might have been holding us back or creating some limitation for us in terms of not only aspects of our day-to-day life, but limitation even in terms of our full potentials within mediumship. Now, again, as I said, Neptune's having a really big influence on us. I mean, that is the planet of our woo-woo. So it really is helping to accentuate and accelerate some of our soul senses. And again, of course, we know when that high vibrational energy hits, there is a lot of symptomatic experiences for our physical body as it begins to catch up with what is raising up inside of all of us. We are also in a place here now where we are looking at everything realigning for us, everything realigning in terms of helping us to cultivate the life that we love to be living, really helping us to open up to greater abundance in our life. And there's a lot of activation, not only in terms of, as I said, some of the amplification of all of the soul senses, but really in terms of the crown chakra, that's really helping us to bring in the greater potencies of light, greater connection to the divine, and really helping us to cultivate a high way of living. Not a highway, not a road you're traveling down, but a high, way of living, more joy, more happiness, more health, and how to create that and bring it in to our lives, knowing that we are worthy and deserving of all of it. So we have a royal star system happening right now, which is basically it's where all of the cosmic gateways of all 4 directions, or all 4 corners in the sky, come together, which holds very high vibration. It is the activation of the higher chakras. And of course, as we do that, that really puts us in touch with our higher self, a greater, keener sense of intuition. But of course, those angels, those spirit guides, those loved ones on the other side become a greater influence, and we're able to recognize their presence with greater ease as this is happening as well. So this cosmic gate is really activated for us, where again, we have this direct communication from the heavens coming straight down into the crown, and of course into our heart, helping us to expand, helping us to get a greater sense of belonging, a greater sense of, even a sense of our purpose, and really helping us to move into a place of greater calm, peace, serenity, and of course, helping us to re-envision our life for ourselves. So again, this is really the energy supporting us to our passions, our dreams, our ambitions, our aspirations, and knowing that when we're doing it from a high vibrational place, this is about increasing what is the potency and power for us in our own lives. But of course, as we know, all of it contributing to greater compassion and greater presence and light for humanity as a whole. So here again, these planets are really helping us to step into a greater position in our lives, which means a greater position where we are heart-centered, where we are aligned, where we are feeling that, again, that sense of acceptance, that sense of belonging, that sense of understanding of who we are and of what is a resounding purposeful direction. You might even feel the twings and the call of destiny at play. I know the other night on the New Moon Gathering that I facilitated with my Evolve membership group, we, through the guided and channeled experience that took place there, we were all set on course with not only a greater sense of purpose in living, but also activation of the energies that really directing towards destiny. And that's what this channel of energy that's interplaying right now with, as I said, where the all four corners of the cosmos line up for us, this cosmic gateway that is really helping us to not only know higher vibrational living, but higher vibrational experiences with the unseen world around us. I've talked to a lot of people. I talk a lot. I talk to a lot of people, but generally speaking, a lot of people having incredible spirit phenomena taking place over this last week. I mean, really that Leo new moon really activated and opened up and kind of I could say, that fire energy kind of cleared through the filter that might have been otherwise creating some congestion in the receptivity and congestion that is created, from the veil that we as mediums have to look at moving through in order to exact and bring forward that communication from the unseen realms. So it was, again, those belief systems, the limitation of beliefs, the collective unconscious, the grief energy, all of that, this moon really, really helped to clear through and create a more concise, directed connection. And the increase of spirit phenomena from actual apparitions appearing in front of them to very lucid dreams of connection and conversation with loved ones on the other side. There's so much going on right now. And again, the conversations I've been having are people asking, is that really happening? Am I just making this up? Was this really my dad? Was this really my sister? Was that really my husband? All of those things at play are helping and are, all things at play in the cosmos are helping us to know those relationships even closer in our own personal lives, but is also a demonstration to me how close and connected we are to the non-physical world and how easy it is not only to connect, but to communicate with everything and everyone. Again, the spiritual being having the human experience. We are spirits talking to other spirits who may just not be in a physical body. That's it. And again, this cosmic gate, this activation of these energies right now are really allowing for there to be greater interplay between the physical and the non-physical world. So again, if you've been looking, if you've been questioning anything in your life, opportune time to really sit down, utilize your ability with the non-physical world and bring in the information, bring in the guidance, bring in what it is that you require and need with the help and support of your loved ones, your angels and guides, of course. And we know that we need to trust in the timing of the universe and trust in all of that. We understand that to the core. Now we have some influences here, as I said, with Mercury. Mercury is going going into retrograde. And of course, it's moving into Virgo. I'm not going to get into all of the astrological aspects of that because so many of you are very keen and aware of the interplay of, of those energies. When we look at it here, this is really about helping us to clear our communication. And again, to not only think clearly, but to communicate clearly, whether that be with ourselves or the world around us. But more importantly, when Mercury goes into retrograde, there is a clearing of the veil for us as well, which is again helping us to have those important conversations, helping to influence greater connectivity and communication with the unseen realm. So again, these energies are really encouraging us to strengthen our communication, to take action, as I said, on the well-being of no matter the area of our life, and of course, helping to follow the inspiration and be more purposeful and directed in terms of our life in general. Now, over these next few days, you're going to see there is a lot of activity because Mercury rules the mind, which means that not only is it going into retrograde, and as an energy sensitive, you're probably feeling a little lethargic, or you might start feeling a little lethargic just a few days before it goes into retrograde. It's just, the shift and change within the cosmic energy has a direct force or a direct impact on us as energy sensitive. So again, just like today, I really had to slow my day today. It's like I'm already feeling the effects of the shift of Mercury, slowing down my mind, slowing down my physical body, slowing down to be present, to be really being drawn inward in terms of helping us to look, not only look within, but to seek, to receive the answers we're seeking and do the deeper work in order, again, to be that change we want to see in the world. And again, lots of that, we've got an energy that's raising us up and putting us in alignment with greater potentials and possibilities. And at the same time, just know it also brings up some challenges with it as well. I had a conversation the other day as well, where, we talk about challenges that come up along the path when we feel inspired or we feel directed in any way of something that feels purposeful, or we're following our guidance. And then we meet a challenge or things become sticky or difficult. And again, there's a firm belief that's out there that that's the universe's way of saying stop, halt, don't go that direction. And I want to kind of cancel that out for you, because when a challenge arrives, it's not the universe saying stop, don't go that way, give up on what you were looking for, it's not for you. That's not it at all. One, you would never have received the guidance in the first place if it wasn't for you and in contribution for the world around you. So guidance overrides those challenges. So again, if you receive guidance to start your business, just because it gets challenging or difficult and there's obstacles, it's not the universe saying shut down your business. It's the invitation for you to heal something, whether that be a belief system that's in limitation, maybe reconciling something from a past life, really being able, these challenges that arise are actually opportunities for us to even engage and call in our spiritual teams, these non-physical beings, to help us clear the path. So challenges will always arise, but just know that when you receive guidance to do something, when you receive guidance, whether it be a class, a course, a program, a retreat that you're wanting to facilitate, a change in relationship, a change in your movings or your home environment in any way, and that can mean a physical move, anytime that's coming up, just know that yes, sometimes it can be super slick and all the pieces fall into play. And that's an indication that you are completely in alignment. It's a completely clear energy where all those pieces come together as if by magic. And that means it is meant to be. But challenges also show up as something meant to be as well. And so this is our opportunity to do the deeper work, to heal and shift the limitation that might be showing up, past life, present life, and again, in enacting upon our connection to the non-physical world in which to co-create and move forward to do the, not only do the work, but make the required changes to our habits of thought, the way we're thinking, the way we're acting, and just, and again, following the signs and the messages that come in over the fact that there might be a challenge. Your challenges are not a sign. The challenges are an invitation for you to love yourself more, know yourself more, heal something that might be blocking or limiting, or and always and not or invoking upon the powers that be to help to see you through, to actualize and make manifest the very thing that you were looking to create. Okay, we are on an ever evolving journey, and this high vibe energy over these next few days is going to invite us to moment where, what are we thinking, what are we choosing. There is an upward spiral of energy that's helping us to raise in consciousness, but also to help us advance on our path as well. So very important, because Mercury is going into retrograde, playing with our minds a little bit. The ego might get a little bit loud, freaking out just a little bit, have a lot to say about everything. It's important to temper the ego. It's important to find center. It's important to be very conscientious of what's happening in the moment. So again, bringing yourself out of the past, not worrying about the future, finding that center, finding that mindfulness, and really, really staying present in the here and the now of you. So present with yourself, not necessarily present with, we know reality is an illusion and it is always shifting and changing according to what we believe and what we are creating. So we want to make sure that we're still being, we need to remind ourselves that everything is moment to moment over these next few days. Take charge of your mind. Don't let it go down the rabbit hole. Bless, release, let go, and continue to hold those intentions that are true to your heart in your vision. Because right now, this is, we're in a cyclone of energy. It is a cyclone. They give me the word. It is a cyclone of energy that is really helping us to be able to not only stay motivated with things, but also really to make some progress and some big purposeful decisions over this this time of retrograde with Mercury, that are going to help in terms of our well-being, but also in terms of what's going to be in the greater good of everyone around us. So the greater good for our families and the greater good, of course, for the collective. So if there's anything that you've been struggling with, if you've been resisting anything right now, even though you might feel agitated or in that resistance, the invitation are to sink into yourself, connect with who you are, connect with the higher realms of consciousness, and allow yourself to move into flow. Flow is a key theme for us for the remainder of August. Now, again, this is a big thing. Lots of letting go, lots of shift, lots of change, knowing what's right, best, and true for all of, for ourselves individually, but more importantly, really allowing ourselves to flow. So anything that you've been resisting, putting off, procrastinating, avoiding, denying, or overcomplicating with your mind is going to be active. However, here it's easy to raise your vibration. Of course, you all know that based on the training. For those of you who have taken the training with me, in terms of the expansion process and raising your vibration and moving through all of the convoluted energy that can exist around us, but also having the spiritual maturity to act with awareness upon the ideas. And you're going to see that if there's been that procrastination, that denying, that doubt, anything that's sitting there, the moment you take action under this cyclone of energy, as they're giving it to me, means that it's going to release the weight. You're actually going to feel lighter. You're going to, again, as a result of just your conscious choice. You're going to increase that connection with the spirit world instantly, like right away. You're going to immediately be shifted up vibrationally. Taking that essential step is the very thing that's going to allow not only for there to be more cohesiveness and alignment energetically, but also allowing, things, anything that's been out of balance, to be balanced. Now, here, when we look at this increase of energy, of course, we always know trust is a major issue for us as mediums, trusting ourselves, trusting what we're receiving, trusting in divine timing. All of that is on the table for us as well. But here again, our conscious choices are the very thing that are going to help us alter the energy in the moment. That's why we want to be mindful, to be moment to moment, to understand how we respond energetically is, again, making the choice that is in the highest and best for us. And again, this is looking at, all of those all of those things you've been praying for. There are countless opportunities that, as a result of taking that initial step of being able to exercise your own free will through conscious choice from the moment, it's going to allow, again, for all of those energies of limitation to begin to unravel, and the answers, the solutions, but also incredible opportunities that are going to come forward to help you to actualize the very things that you're looking to manifest. So again, follow the hunches, look for the synchronicities, and just because there's going to be some challenges over this next little while, it does not mean don't go that way. It means there's something to heal, there's something to let go of, there's something to expand beyond. It's always an invitation. So small steps forward create big results. We've heard that one lots. This is definitely what's happening with this alignment of energies that are taking place. Communication with the unseen world is on the rise. Now, again, Mercury going into retrograde. Let's talk about some of again, this will be the 6th planet in retrograde. It's very impactful energy this week for us. And so again, it's important that we're, taking care of ourselves, those 3 basic spiritual needs that you hear me talk about all the time, doing everything to take the energetic responsibility for ourselves, for our life, so that we don't get kind of exhausted and depleted by everything at play. Now, exhaustion and depletion is a part of it. So this is where, again, honoring your body with, through the ebbs and flows. You might be feeling things physically. Again, because there is the portal of light activated from the crown, you might find that you are a little headachy. Again, as I said, a little bit tired. Your eyes might be sore, as that third eye is also being stimulated or activated as that crown is opened up. So just, give yourself opportunity to close your eyes, moments of rest, just to really nurture your physical body through this. And again, as it's happening, instead of complaining about the aches and the pains and the thises and the that's that can go on, get into a place of gratitude for it. Because if you can just say thank you, it's going to alleviate some of the symptomatic experiences of this impactful energy. Now, we look at here as well, lots of water. You might even find, again, we know that's one of the basic of the 3 spiritual needs, but through this energy, you're going to see that you're going to be thirsty, that your body requires more fluid in order to flow. Makes sense, right? So you want to ensure that you are drinking lots of water, that you are, again, make sure you're blessing the water, ensuring it's of high vibration for you, but making sure that you are well hydrated over this week ahead, because it's going to really help to alleviate, again, some of the symptomatic feelings, but it's going to allow for the increase of within the physical body for these energies to bypass or to move through you. So we want to make sure, and again, again, we're in high communication with the unseen worlds. And so that is energy looking to come in to be received and understood through the impressions that we receive through all of our soul senses. So we want to make sure that we are increasing our hydration. So if you are someone who drinks lots of water already, you're still going to probably drink even more. And for those of you where water is often on the side of the table with good intention, I want to encourage you to really increase the amount of water that you're drinking. And the other reason for this is that your muscles will, with dehydration and with if this energy is not able to move through you and you're not flowing with this energy, you're going to see more aches and pains, muscle tension, tightness, soreness. It really will become exasperated. And really kind of plays out not midweek very potently, but of course over this whole week ahead. I mean, should we be drinking water, lots of water on a regular basis? Absolutely we should. But this is going to be an invitation for us to do even more. Now, here again, we also have coming up at the end of next week, we have that cosmic kite that's beginning to come into formation, which is allowing us again to have that broader perspective of life, the invitation for us to walk our talk, to express our authentic nature, to really be, who we are in the world and very grounded in it. So again, this is, even though there's a flux of energy that are activating the upper chakra system, just to know that those lower ones are going to need extra attention in the process, because with the opening of the upper, we can lose our stability here in the physical. So anything you can do to extend, not only the expansion meditation every day, making sure all of those energy centers are balanced and aligned. You might want to go for a Reiki treatment or do some self Reiki, whatever it is, to help to keep that system regulated, but also to create a strong foundation to support the increase of energy that is taking place here. So again, anything you can do, moving your physical body, gentle stretches, we look at exercise, doesn't need to be rigorous, but we do need to give our body some extra TLC. You might even want to schedule a massage this week, anything to help alleviate the tension and tightness in your physical body, because those influences of energy, those are the prompts inviting us to walk our talk. And if we can't move our body, we can't really walk our talk. So again, just making sure you're doing anything you possibly can to take care of you, to stay grounded in any movements that you're making forward in your life, to be seeking the consult and the advice and direction from your guides, your spiritual team, and enacting on it. Because the moment you are enacting on it, the moment the cloud clears, and of course, you're consciously checking in, not only with your team, but consciously checking in from moment to moment. What do I need in this moment? What would help and support me right now in this moment? What is happening in this moment? How do I feel in this moment? Where's my life in this moment? What do I desire to be different considering this moment? On and on and on. A very concise, very beautiful energy to support us in consciously creating, but consciously following the path and purpose of our soul's greatest mission here in this lifetime. All right. So everyone, have a wonderful week ahead. Again, be very conscientious, very kind, and very caring for yourself and everyone around you.